How you doing?
Awesome.
Yeah? Doing well? Good. Super excited to be here. Thank you very much for getting me here on stage. I've never been to Tenerife, but I studied in Barcelona actually. I studied for a while. So, hola. I'm happy I can do this in English though. All right. Okay, well. What we're gonna speak about today is 5 secrets, right, of the world's top marketers, right? I don't know if these are their biggest secrets, probably not, right? But these are things that were secrets to me after being in business for about 20 years or more now, and that have really changed how I do things over the last couple of months, maybe year, right? So be aware, I've been through a lot of shit, some successes. This is stuff that's quite new to me, so I will not bring you the crazy stats or anything that is anything like a case study, but this is quite new to me as well. But I want to frame it, I want to show you how I work with it and how you can do that too, okay? Because I believe, guys in here, you know how to take this and get it to the next level, okay? So let me give you inspiration, but also some hands-on stuff of what I believe you should work on in your business in 2023 now. All right, so actually, it's not 5, of course, I'm a marketer, so there's a bonus, right? It's 5 plus 1, all right? And the last one, stay until this one, is the best one, all right? Okay, obviously. All right, so I was told I have about 30 minutes, right? And I have 82 slides for you. So the way we're gonna do this, to make this somewhat possible, is that I wanna have about 10 minutes for Q&A or ask me anything towards the end. That leaves us with 20 minutes. I've already been speaking for 1 minute, right? I wanna address the audience here for 1 minute, right? And I wanna tell you a little bit about why you should actually listen to that. So that's another 3 minutes. So I've got 17 minutes left for the actual meat of this presentation, which is less than 3 minutes per secret. Bear with me. Should we get this going? Yes. All right, good. So, first of all, who is this for? Well, let me tell you that I know like 2 or 3 or 4 people here, but I do know you. How come? Well, I believe there's a very special group of people here. We have a chief love officer. I want to see that in action later on, right? And we have a lot of entrepreneurs here, right? So what is the red thread here? What do all of you have in common, and why do I know you guys? Because you're all entrepreneurs, right? You're all creators. You're all people who want to make shit happen and who want to get their life to the next level. And entrepreneurship is just one of the paths that you're choosing, right? And that sets you apart from 99% of, well, probably 99.9999999% of all people out there, because they're just like sheep. And this is not a motivational speak, you know that. I just want to tell you that everyone here, although you work on different things, has something in common. It doesn't matter if, I had some crazy conversations yesterday, people who want to raise like gazillions of euros because they want to scale their business. There's other people, I spoke to one person yesterday who wants to win the Oscar in 5 years. Awesome. Maybe you're working on a lifestyle business and all you want to do is $1 million a year and like leave the corporate and be on the beach all day. It doesn't matter. You want to change your life to something that means a lot to you, right? So I believe I'm going to be at least 100 years old. I'm 40 now, so I don't have that much time. Let's move on. This is one of what we're going to talk about, right? First, of course, AI, right? Just a little bit of it. There will be a lot more information. So I'll go through that quite quickly. The second thing is something I have misunderstood for so many years, and it's giveaways, right? Giveaways? Huh? Really? Yes. Trust me. 3, offers, right? How you actually craft an offer and why you may be doing it wrong. I have, right? Very much. The 4th one is something that in the worlds of TikTok and beyond, most of you are probably not giving the deserved attention. Again, I have certainly not given it the attention it deserves, is emails, right? And the last one is the asset flywheel. So no matter if you want to make $1 million a year, revenue, profits, doesn't matter to me, not a big difference if you do it this way. Or a lot more, look into the asset flywheel. You may have never seen that, maybe you have if you have been to affiliate world. I think it's very important for you to be as free as you probably want to be. All right, this was more than 1 minute already, so let's continue. So my name is Phil, in case you have no idea who I am, that's totally cool. I'm 40 now. right? I've been in business for about 20 years, but the stuff that is most important to me, and thanks for mentioning that, and it's really not just me saying that, but it's my family, right? I am actually together with my high school sweetheart. Just back then, it's not true that we've been together for that time. She was the beauty queen, kind of, right? I was a small, fat, green-haired, unpopular skater kid. So obviously, my only chance was like being the friend. I worked on myself. And she's the reason, right? And it took about a decade of fucking grit and loyalty and whatever the shit must have happened. But now we have 2 kids. We're very happy together. 2 sons, Eve and Joel, and they're really my life. But you didn't come here for my family, right? You came here to get your business to the next level. So let's talk about business. Again, I'm 40 now. I've been building businesses for over 20 years now. I've never really had a job. At least I tried not to. And I've built a couple dozen companies, actually. Many of them my own, many with partners. So what do I do nowadays? I mostly spend my time enjoying life, really. It's really nice. I've had my 100-hour weeks for years, right? Now it's really a different game, and I'm very happy about that. I got the chance to be the MC and the host, so basically the party guy, for 2 of the biggest performance marketing shows on earth. One is called AdWorld. It's a virtual format. We have up to 70,000 people attending that. Kind of mind-blowing. And then for the physical events like Affiliate World, it's not just affiliates going there. It's a weird name. It's performance marketing guys, right? So if you're into performance marketing, maybe have a look if that's right for you. This was the last show in Bangkok. We have 3 shows a year with close to 20,000 people combined per year coming there. All right. What else? Oh yeah, parties. I do like to party a little bit. Yeah. They have this habit of showering me. Anyways, let's have a party. And I tend to hang out with some of the industry's best, right? So I've worked with Gary Vee, like the leadership of BuzzFeed. I speak with a lot of the marketing legends like Neil Patel, Ryan Deiss. And many of those I have on speed dial. I actually like just call them up, have WhatsApp with them. This is how I work mostly nowadays. And it has taken 20 years, but I'm just like super happy. And I'm not showing this to brag. I'm showing this because of all the conversations that I have every day, what I'm gonna show you now are the 5 things from these conversations that stand out to me most. Okay, are you ready? Should we start this? Yes? Yes? Okay, before we do this, get up and do a power pose with me. Stand up. You know the power pose, right? Okay, don't hit your neighbors, right? Put your arms aside, face up, breathe. Do you want to do the really cool version? You scream when you breathe out. Ah! Very nice. Sit down, please. Okay, you are the number 1 now, okay? And this is the number 1 I want to kick it off with. I've learned a lot from this dude here. He made me climb up a mountain a couple of weeks ago in Bulgaria. Of course, I lost my passport there. That's a different story. His name is Todor Minev. He teaches me a lot about AI. He's quite the geek. He runs one of the most successful Amazon agencies. So they do about $130 million a year in revenue, so not too shabby. And he built his own metaverse now. Crazy, right? Called Meta Savages. Right now, it's only spending a lot of money. Let's hope that it will be online and for us to use anytime soon. Okay, AI. Who is using AI in their businesses right now? Raise your hands. Okay, we'll go through that very quickly because probably you're the guys to teach me, okay? So let's hear 3 very quick examples how I use it in 1 sentence. Somewhere over there, you're there, black shirt. Yes, how do you use it?
Like lots of input for research, for example, and then of course writing content, rewriting it, of course, and lots of new thoughts that you wouldn't access like without AI.
Perfect. Yeah, I think that's the best way. I mean, I like to summary these as like the 3 types that we can access right now. One is text, as you just mentioned, right? Obviously, all of you know ChatGPT and how you use them. I'm really just learning how to integrate that. So I'm not trying to teach about that. The other thing is code, and then there are visuals, right? So again, of course, for text, ChatGPT is the one that everybody's talking about right now. There's other ones as well. I've just started using that for a lot of different things. And I've actually entered this here. I'm not sure if this is going to work. Does it? Oh, yeah. So I actually had ChatGPT write this keynote for me. It didn't work. It didn't really work. But this is how I can use it. And then I actually asked, tell me more about who the founder of this is, Patrick Wind. And it gave me this perfect summary, right? So next time, if I get the chance to introduce Patrick, I'll definitely use what ChatGPT came up here with, right? But then, of course, you can have, it's basically like a junior copywriter, right? Somebody very creative, very good, accessible to you 24/7. You don't have to pay them. It's like the perfect intern, right? Okay, but you know that. The other thing that is really cool about it is obviously how to code. So I went to Sofia last weekend, and this dude showed me, he's a developer, and he showed me how he actually uses ChatGPT to write part of his code, right? But of course, you need some understanding of what to do with that, and it's not perfect at all. In this case, just one prompt, and this thing writes him an entire game, right? So that's pretty awesome. You guys probably are more interested in not games, but how to write brief applications, APIs. Friends of mine are using it to quickly generate Facebook pixel code that is just perfect for what they need, right? The important thing, and this is what I want to remind you of, is not to just play with that. Every one of us has played with that, right? But think, what kind of operations are you running today, and what can AI do the same job but do it quicker, better in some ways, right? And then of course you have to take it and put it into your regular processes. Okay, so for me, this was quite amazing, but then also we're marketers, right? And visuals are a different thing. How many of you are using AI for visuals in their business already? Not too many, right? I find it a lot more complex. How do you use it?
Midjourney, for example, I use it for different visuals for posts on LinkedIn, for example.
Good one. Okay. That's cool. That's definitely a good way of doing it. Can we hear sound on this? Let's check it out. So we're doing a series for AdWorld. Luke is doing it. He's doing content for AdWorld. And yeah, just check it out. I think this is pretty amazing.
First, Midjourney view the concept of the brand. So I want it to have neutral earth tones, and then I want the name to have an A in it, so like the logo is an A. I'm sorry, but it gets me every single time. This is insanity, dude.
Wow! Bro! Stop it! Stop it right.
Okay, anyways, right, so this is stuff you can actually do. I tried to replicate that. Didn't work. So it's all about the prompts, of course, right? So, you know, these presentations, wow, look at how easy it is. It's not, but working with the design team isn't either, right? So yeah, just a quick reminder to use that. And as we've seen, images is a different game if you master that. Imagine, the prompt here is imagine, right? Imagine how much time you can save by using that before you give a brief to an agency or have your own design department work with that. It's amazing, right? So don't just use it for profile pictures. Use it for your ad creatives, right? Use it for websites, for whatever you want. You're still very early in this game. If you master this now, you definitely have the game. All right, okay. Number 2, very different, right? Who of you in here has run giveaways? Yeah, kid me not, okay. A couple people here and there, right? So win an iPhone and sign up to my newsletter. That's not what we're gonna talk about, okay? So the guy we're gonna learn here from is named Van Oaks. Wow, this was 2019 on stage at Affiliate World, I believe, so that's the guy's name. You might not have ever heard about this dude, but who over here is from the 90s? I think I'm old here, but who knows a show called Pimp My Ride? Yeah, all right. So, that's not what he's doing, but it's a good show. No, I'm kidding you. He is actually responsible for a show that is the new Pimp My Ride. It's called Diesel Brothers. And yeah, it's basically the same thing, but with trucks. It's a very American thing, right? It has been the most successful show on Discovery Channel in the US for 7 consecutive years. And they've given away, I believe, $7 or $8 million in trucks, right? So they build up trucks and they give them away. That's their giveaway, right? The guy responsible for all that is Van Oaks, right? He built that up. He runs an agency for giveaways now. And he basically builds up brands to 8 figures. Like the last one is like $30 million, I believe. And all of that is powered by giveaways, okay? Why is he doing that? Why is he doing giveaways? Okay, next question here. Oh, Patrick, good you're coming. So who has ever done cocaine in here? Okay, sorry. Okay, next question. But no, you obviously don't have to answer that. But you have? Okay, fair enough. So I don't think you can see this here. But if you're a one-time cocaine user, right? And I'm not endorsing cocaine here, don't get me wrong. I'm showing you brain scans here. And this is RAM. These are not my visuals, right? So this is the dopamine reaction that your brain has when you do cocaine for the first time. So you see this all lightening up. So I'm not a brain scientist, but I can understand that there's a lot of shit happening here in your brain when you do that. Now look at gambling on the left. Which one is giving you the bigger spike? Well, the gambling, right? Okay, so I'm not endorsing either cocaine or gambling. What I am saying is that when you gamble, so when you enter a sweepstake, a giveaway, when you enter to win something, that's what a giveaway is, right? When you enter to win something, there is something happening in your brain, right? And we're all just filthy animals, right? In reality, we're all just egocentric bricks, thinking about reproducing ourselves, being more powerful, whatever, right? And this thing gets our mind going. We all want the easy route. We all want to win something, right? And this is why giveaways work very well. But let's look at the numbers actually, right? Why should you look into giveaways? So actually a giveaway is probably the fastest way for your business to gain traction online, right? Because of that dopamine spike that you can give to people to get hooked on your shit, right? It has about, I'm sure you can't read that back there, sorry for the slides, but it actually can give you 3 times lower CPMs, right? So your traffic is just a lot cheaper. Who wouldn't want 1/3 of CPMs, especially now with like Facebook and shit, right? TikTok not converting, Facebook having high CPMs. You can't track that shit either. So if you only paid 1/3 of your traffic, wouldn't that be nice? That is what giveaways can give you, right? The question then is, okay, cheap traffic, nice, but people just come in to get something for free. That's what I always thought. But actually, Van shows that you can have a over 60% higher lifetime value. So people don't only buy, they keep buying. It's like, oh, that's weird. I didn't expect that. Okay. And then you have a close to 50% repeat customer rate. Who here, apart from the guys running memberships, right? Or like subscription-based businesses, who has on an e-commerce or like whatever education product, who has close to 50% repeat customers? Hands up. Fuck off, Patrick. Okay. It's very rare. That's what I'm saying. It's very rare, right? That is because, and we're gonna peek into that direction later on, it's because of the community that you can build by that, right? And because of the direct touch that you have with people. Of course, if you just do like, I don't know, I'll give away some bullshit thing, and you never reach out to that person, that's a different story. But if you give away a truck or something personal, you invite that person, you meet that person, you hear their life story, right? That's a very different thing. We usually don't have that when we sell stuff online. A lot of the people who purchase from us are numbers, right? But if you give something to somebody personally, they will show you some love, right? Okay, so this is also good for karma, of course. We don't have time to go into this. It's a crazy story about them giving away $100,000. And they call the guy up on the phone and it's like, hey, you want $100,000? And this person says, well, this is really good because I'm a stage 4 cancer patient. I've been here now for 2 months. I don't know how to pay the bill. So they seriously, changed his life and maybe even saved his life, okay? That's stuff that can happen. Let's believe in karma. How do you run giveaway campaigns, right? The most important thing for you is influencers, right? And some of you might have worked with influencers. It has become very, very easy. I'll go through that very quickly because I'm seeing time is short here today. So you want to work with influencers because of the credibility and the popularity that you gain from that, obviously, right? How do you find influencers? First of all, there's a lot of platforms out there. It's very easy nowadays. The better way, though, is you just go to Instagram and TikTok, right? You enter Kardashians, Vaynerchuk, whatever you want to see. You don't contact those people, of course, but you look in the comments. Who is commenting, right, engaging with your post and has engagement on their comments? You filter those. You want to have the people on Instagram between 100,000 and 400,000 people in following. right? With at least a 3 to 4% engagement rate on the profiles. These are the people you hook up. They will reply. They're not Kim Kardashian. They want your money. So how do you pay them? First, you pay per post. If that traffic actually converts, you enter into a revenue share model. If you really like them, you offer them equity. It's very straightforward, right? Do that, right? Following those 10 times, then you figure it out. It's the best way to get traffic. For those of you who run traffic, you have those people add you to their business manager, right? Tell them to give you access to their ads account. Why do they want to do that? Because you spend your money on their brand selling your shit. You can't see the stats, but this was a regular ad account spending $1,000 a day on a giveaway, 3x ROAS. Same shit ran through an influencer account, 16x ROAS. Okay. Content you run, all UGC. Don't have time to go through the creatives, happy to talk about that later. But it's all speak to your phone. Get a freaking new phone, record that person, right? Have a strong hook, put subtitles to it, that's it. Put it online, do it 100 times. Okay, follow up, most important thing. You can do that today, right? You can do that today. Grab some of these rock stars here and do that today. It's very easy, right? Follow-up's most important, right? If you do a giveaway, you want to show people proof afterwards that you actually gave away that thing, whatever you're giving away, right? Film all of that, use it in your next ad, send it out to your newsletter, get people hooked, right? There's this thing called buyer's remorse. So people spend money afterwards, they feel bad. This is why when you get a car, right? I get myself a freaking Ferrari, I will drive away with the Ferrari. Because if I only sign the papers and walk away, I might have buyer's remorse, right? I'll call my mom and say, hey, look what I got. He's like, you're a fucking dumbhead. Get that car back. You don't need that. I got 2 kids. They can drive with you. If the dealer lets me drive away with the car, I will never give it back because it's so awesome, okay? That's called buyer's remorse. So you want to get into the habit of making people feel good about what they purchased, right? That's what you want. And so you tell people, see, this person actually won it. And here is the next giveaway, right? Okay, last thing here, that's important to understand. Usually you want to have people enter a giveaway only if they purchase something, right? So don't do this for leads, but do this in a way that, okay, I got an e-com shop. I'm selling these awesome bottles. I spoke to someone selling bottles yesterday. And purchase my bottle, right? You get a chance to enter the giveaway, right? Purchase 2 bottles, 3 chances. 3 chances, sorry. So this is how it works, right? So you incentivize people to purchase more, you get them a bigger chance of winning, right? There's apps to do that, right? Very easy to do. Good, next one. You want another one? Yes. Okay, who's gonna run giveaways when they go back home? Okay, me. All right, next one. You know these guys, the bearded guy is the new Arnold Schwarzenegger. It's called Alex Hormozi. You know Alex? Okay. You know Mark Joyner? He's old school. He fucking invented the tracking pixel, okay? He's an old school guy, right? Legend, right, in the 80s. Anyways, he's amazing. He wrote a book called The Irresistible Offer. Might have heard about that term, right? Alex joined the ranks. He wrote a book called The $100 Million Offer, something like this. Okay, they're both absolutely amazing, Alex and Mark. So let's touch upon offers. Right? So an offer truly is the lifeblood of your business. Okay, so what's an offer? An offer is not the stuff that you sell. Well, in ways it is, but it's not the product or the service, right? The offer is kind of like the wrapping, right? So am I the clothes I'm wearing? No. I'm wearing them for other reasons, right? So the wrapping is the offer. And there's a science to how you do an offer. And trust me, for 20 years, I did it wrong. I thought I'd just create an awesome product. Well, that helps. You want to have an awesome product, but it's all about the offer. Oh, this is so small. I apologize for that. So what it says is, if you have no offer, you have no business. If you have bad offers, you have a losing business. That's what most people have. Most mom and pop shops, like most of the stuff you see on the streets, bad offers. They're really losing money. If they count everything together, really losing money. Good offer, okay profit, okay business, okay life. I assume that's where many of you are. You have an okay life, but you're not where you want to be. Maybe it's just your offer, right? So what's $1 million a year offer? Million profits, millions of valuation, and really freedom. And that's really about the offer. If you've ever sold something that's really amazing, and you've tried to sell shit, right? You do the same thing. It works very differently, okay? It's about the offer. So what's the biggest thing with an offer? It's the value. You've heard that all the time, right? You have to give more value, 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 value. I'll tell you, value means shit. Value is not important. What is important is, thank you for reading my slide. Well, a little test here. Okay, it's perceived value. So what's the difference? It doesn't matter what the actual value is, what you really think about it. It's what people feel when they get it, right? It's the reason why I got a Tesla and not a, I don't know, a Volkswagen, right? The Volkswagen is the better car, trust me, right? Tesla has the better offer for me, okay? So this is the formula that Alex invented. I have not invented this. This is Alex's stuff. If you read his book, you saw this formula, right? I now try to do all the offers that I do based on his stuff. So let me read this out to you. It's dream outcome times perceived likelihood divided by time delay times effort and sacrifice. Okay, let's very quickly go through these things. So first of all, you obviously want to sell a dream, right? So most people, their dream is more status, okay? I'm a very impact-motivated guy, right? I do a lot for impact and a lot for sustainability in society, but trust me, at our core, most people only care about status, right? I know this is very stereotypical and unfortunately it's true, but most women, they mostly care about their status when it comes to beauty, how beautiful they're perceived. For guys, it's mostly power and influence, right? That's why you want to have more money, right? If you feel offended by that, go have a meditation. Outcome, all right? So the biggest outcomes people are looking for are in the evergreen verticals of health, wealth, and relationship, right? If you're in there, you have a massive market. You haven't made $100 gazillion yet, maybe your offer sucks. Okay, second part, the likelihood. So people pay more for a higher chance to get stuff to work, right? This is why we're used to have testimonials everywhere, right? Social proof, following, right? If you are doing following because you need following, that's the wrong reason. You should have following for only one reason, so people understand that you can deliver. It's just a metric for people trusting you on being able to deliver, right? I don't have a big social following, right? I don't need it, right? Why should I invest my time into that? I don't need it. It's a shitload of work, right? So if you have ways to tell people, it's very likely that if you go with me, you will reach your goal. You will increase your conversion rates, the chance of people purchasing from you, right? Okay, the pro tip, make them part of a group. I see I'm probably running out of time quite a bit, but this is what the bonus is going to be about. Okay, so time delay. People usually purchase a dream, right? You promise them the big dream, right? But they're in for the short-term gains. And they always want it to be delivered faster. And that's what people usually pay for, right? So the pro tip here is that instead of competing on price, compete on time, okay? Never ever, you don't see this here, never ever compete on price. Price does not matter. I'm charging $10,000 a month for 4 calls on a retainer. 4 hours, and I'm not even fucking prepared, okay? Why? Why can I charge this? Because within those 95 minutes, because I'm usually late, right? Within those, within those 59 minutes, right? I have a high likelihood of really speeding up the process that this person is working on. If I can shave off 3 months of time or 3 years of time, then for the right kind of person, it's worth that money and they will spend that time with me. They don't want to spend a month full time with somebody. They want it fast, so they pay more, okay? So never charge by the hour. The less time you need to deliver, the more you charge. Very different. Oh, actually, Patrick has some great slides and thinking on that. I remember now. Okay, last one here, effort and sacrifices. So you know what a liposuction is? You get your fat removed by a doctor, right? Takes a couple hours, a couple of weeks to recover, right? Costs you $10,000 to $20,000. I don't know. I've never done it, right? Because I go to the freaking fitness center, to the gym. But it's a lot more effort and sacrifice, right? So a good friend of mine just got a liposuction, right? It's the easier, faster way, less effort, right? So he pays more for that. Let me tease you a little bit. Who went to the meditation? Almost nobody here. I did, right? Did you use Xanax? You probably didn't, but most people, they drug themselves, right? They drug themselves instead of investing time into themselves. That's just 2 examples of why this works, right? Most of the big pharma companies, they make a lot of money, right? Because of that, because it takes away effort and sacrifices. Okay. Yeah, that's the saying, you can either be right or rich, right? So don't think you build the biggest fucking thing, right? Just make sure that you actually increase your perceived value in your target audience, right? So if you want positive impact, right? And we don't have the focus of this here now, but I think positive impact is the only thing that you should have as a goal in your life. What you want to do is you sell people what they want, perceived value, but you're a sneaky bitch, right? You give them what they actually need, right? For something that they think they need, and then afterwards, you tell them what they really need, okay? This is also very good for business, trust me. Okay, there's a couple enhancers. Obviously, you know about scarcity, urgency, bonuses, guarantee. You know all of that. If not, check out the YouTube. Okay, this is just how we use that. So this is an older landing page of mine where this is a tripwire offer, $4 for like masterminds, right? So basically, it's just I give people 4 replays for masterminds. I thought this is amazing, right? The guys I'm speaking with is absolutely nuts. Patrick is one of them, right? That's absolutely crazy. People have to purchase that. It's a profitable offer. It works, right? But we reworked this. And basically now what we're launching is actually giving people like a full funnel. So all the pages, all the automations, all the email sequences, everything for $7, right? I've literally charged like $20,000 for exactly that. If anything is a good offer that I can come up with, it's this one. Let's see how it converts. I'll tell you at the next meeting. But it takes in mind what we just went through. Okay, 4. I really have to speed up. You know this fine gentleman here? Actually, badass motherfucker, tattooed now and getting old. But anyways, I learned Frank Kern. So Frank taught me how to do emails, right? So if you do e-commerce, right, then you probably have a lot of good sources of how you do emails, right? If you do anything in the info space, agency space, you sell services, I don't find a lot of good ways to learn how to do emails here. So let me give you a quick teaser here, right? And this is based on how Frank does it, right? We've just, I believe, taken it to a different level. So you have 4 types of emails: abandoned cart emails, delivery emails, click emails, and deadline emails. Okay, that's the look and feel. Does this look beautiful? Does this look like the typical emails that you get from people? It looks like shady guru stuff, right? It's just like those text emails and buy my shit. If you do that in a nice way, it's the best thing that you can do. It's also very fast. So this is how our emails look. This is just a lead magnet, delivery email, a free ebook, and this is how we deliver most of that stuff. So the structure is first telling people why they're getting the email, right? Very clearly. Then secondly, you give them the link to whatever it is, right? Then you restate the benefits, and then you actually have an upsell, right? That's the structure. You always have an upsell, right? You always have something to purchase in each email. I know this is contradictory to what most people tell you. 4 pieces of valuable content, and then you sell 1 thing. Fuck that shit, right? Nobody will read the emails, right? Look at the 7th email that you're sending out. If your open rate is not above 30%, you screw your emails. It's a waste, right? Over 50% of your emails, at least when you're info, when you're service, over 50% of your revenue actually should come from emails. 50% from your revenue or more should come from emails. Okay? All right. This is called a click sequence. This is how we do emails, right? So we always send 2 emails a day, sometimes up to 3. Yes, that's a lot more than you guys probably do. Okay? 2 emails a day. So you sign up for a newsletter, we send you a delivery email and then 2 more emails, right? What we do is we use that as a segmentation tool. So either you click on that or you do not. A lot of people, for whatever reason, click on the emails. So what happens here is they enter a deadline sequence, right? If they never click, what happens is they get an email, get an email, get an email, they don't click. They get to the next click sequence, right? Get another series of emails and another series of emails. Each of these series of emails sells 1 product, right? Okay, if they don't purchase the product, if they're not interested in the product, they get the next click sequence. If they click, right, they click, that's the click sequence again. They click, they enter a 4-day deadline sequence, right? So more of the same stuff, but pushing people to actually make the purchase. You can do that in a very nice way. It doesn't have to be aggressive, right? It's not so much about the content. It's about the frequency, right? About reminding people. Don't be an ass, be nice, but remind people. Okay, This is our own flow. This is how it looks for one of the education programs. There's actually 2 older pages that I've run. Same thing, tripwire page, right? Then you have a lot of emails. It's just simplified. And always sending people back to the core offer, right? The one thing, happy to talk about details here, is that we sell with on-demand training. So I don't like live webinars that are not really live. They're evergreen. Everybody knows, right? So what I do is I say, fuck that shit. Just send people to a page. Have the video there, right? And have a sales pitch underneath. People will appreciate that you're not playing games with them, right? Your conversion rate might be a little bit lower than with an aggressive VSL kind of webinar, but people will actually watch more of your stuff, right? And this way, you build up trust and they will purchase from you. Okay, this is the full funnel we're running, so you see there's a lot of different offers that we'll run them too. I can go back to this later on if we still have time. Okay, last one. By a guy named Gregory Elfring. Who knows a marketplace for buying and selling businesses online called Empire Flippers? Okay, you should check it out, right? If you're building anything online, Empire Flippers is where you should go. I'm not affiliated, right? But this is the guy running all of the marketing, very smart cat. That's his name, Greg Elfring. He taught me the asset flywheel. Okay, very briefly, what it does is, the idea is that you generate a lot of wealth within 5 years. And everybody here wants to make more money, right? So this is one way how you can do it that you have probably never thought about it, okay? So instead of building a gazillion-dollar valuation for your company, what you do is you build simple businesses, right? Probably the stuff that you're working on right now, but you build it to sell it. So what you do is you understand your niche. You build up a small business, you make that profitable, you sell it as quickly as you can, right? The money that you generated, you purchase another business with it. Don't spend it. Make a nice vacation, right? Treat your spouse. Invest the rest of the money into a business that is like your business, but 2 steps before you sold it. So already know what to do with that next business. You build that up for 2 steps, you sell it again. And this becomes a flywheel, right? Because you will always jump ahead of where you have been previously, and you're basically repeating the same process. You do this with a handful of companies, and you will have probably an 8-figure valuation business. For most people, an 8-figure valuated business, and you're done. If you have bigger goals, just continue doing that. So how this works is basically, as an example, you build up a business to make $20K a month. Who in here has done that or think it's easy to build a $20K a month revenue business? Okay, so you can do that. You sell that, say for $700,000. Not a major exit, you will still have to work, of course. You purchase 2 assets for this that are behind you in their development stage and build them up to $20K again. You've just doubled your business, maybe within half a year. And you repeat doing that. Okay. And you keep it KISS, right? Easy, simple. No large revenues needed, no VC-backed nonsense. I've gone through that. I've driven a company against the wall because we haven't done a 10 million something investment round. It was the worst time of my life. Personally, I don't care about that anymore. It's awesome. Build your unicorn, but it's tough. It's tough. This shit is easy. Okay, it's all about velocity, right? So you build to sell, you buy what you sell, and you sell what you buy, right? And it's all the same niche, so you understand that very, very well. Okay, because building is cheap, but buying is fast. Okay, when I speak with my investor friends who have done this, they really only buy and sell. They don't build up anymore, right? Have some crazy stories about this. So in essence, you could become your own private equity firm. Sounds weird? Yeah, with $20K a month. You could do that if you want it. Trust me, it's a very, very nice way to build up assets. And you make some great friends because whenever you enter it, you know your shit, you do your stuff. It's also a very nice life because you know everything. You have all the SOPs, right? You can do this with agencies, with e-com, whatever. Okay, these were the 5 hacks. You want one more, the bonus one? Yes. Okay, and then we're done. All right, enough screaming here. Okay, so, and this is the last part. I've already taken too much of your time. We can still have a couple minutes of Q&A, right? Yeah. Okay, all right, good. So this is my bonus, okay? So I hope that at least one of these 5 things was valuable to you and you can use it in your business to get your business and your life to the next level. No matter if you have or if you're looking for more, this is something that you should really think about, right? For me personally, is the one thing that you should do in 2023, no matter what business you're running, okay? My personal reason is this here. This was last July in Barcelona, actually. Just a group of friends. I'm somewhere here in the middle, being very happy and sober. My friends got me into this private concert with like 50 people or something, where they had the Gypsy Kings, right? I love the Gypsy Kings. And we just had a private party with them, right? It cost, I believe, about $150,000 for like 3 hours. The Gypsy Kings and drinks. I did not pay that. It was just because of this number one hack, right? And that one hack is really the community that you're building, right? And what I'm speaking here about is not just a community like this here, but it's making community part of your core business that you're running right now, okay? So think about what this could mean to you. What I recommend to you is actually building a paid community where you're in touch with your target audience every week, maybe even every day. You can teach those people, you can mastermind with those people, you can offer them whatever benefits, and I'm happy to speak about details, but this is what you should do. I'm doing this now full time. This is my new brand. It's called 1 Million a Year. And we built our own paid community doing that, and I JV, partner, and have clients with people who are doing exactly that. This is not a sales pitch. You can do that yourself if you want. We can help you, whatever. Run a community. Start that. It takes some time, but it gives you so many benefits for market research, understanding your audience better, selling more. All of these people who know you then, who trust you, right? They want more of you. And it's the greatest way to build a very solid foundation in 2023. People are ready for that. They're not interested in being on Facebook anymore, right? They only consume on TikTok. Start your own community, right? Like Patrick has in his style. You know how valuable this is here. And you can do the same. Not at this scale. That's something that works for you and that feeds into your core business. All right. I've taken a lot of time here. That's me, my contact details. I even have my WhatsApp here. Use it with caution. And thank you.